Rally Round the Flags, Part 2, 9th Michigan Infantry. It was brought to the attention of the association that the flag which was saved from capture at Murfreesboro was in possession of a Mr. Spencer of Fowlerville, and a committee consisting of comrades Fisher, Kelly, and Andrews was appointed to call upon him and ask him to return the flag over to the association. Charles W. Bennett, 9th Michigan Infantry. 9th Michigan Infantry. 9th Michigan Infantry. 10th Michigan Infantry. We are going far from home as our fathers did before, to fight upon the battlefield amid the cannon's roar. The Volunteers' Farewell, sung by Mrs. Deming of Flint at the presentation of the flag to the 10th Michigan Infantry. 10th Michigan Infantry. The flag was really ours, so bright and beautiful, although stained and tarnished now. F. W. Hughes, recording the send-off of troops from Flint, 1862. 11th Michigan Infantry. 11th Michigan Infantry. Its entire cost was $78. A more tasty stand of colors has not fallen to the hands of many soldiers in the war. Three Rivers Reporter, November 30th, 1861. 11th Michigan Infantry. Take it, sir, and never returned it permanently, so long as there is an enemy of our country in arms against it. J. W. Frey, at presentation of colors to the 11th Michigan Infantry. 11th Michigan Infantry. It may be exposed to the winter blast and battle's storm, but those who bear it hence will never return with it dishonored. Lieutenant Colonel William L. Stoughton, 11th Michigan Infantry. 12th Michigan Infantry. 12th Michigan Infantry. The last possessor of this shot-riddled old banner was a Captain Graves, who requested that when he died, the flag should be divided up into parts, and each survivor of the regiment should have a portion of the dear old banner. Niles Mirror, October 26, 1887. 12th Michigan Infantry. 12th Michigan Infantry. This flag was sewed by hand by the ladies of Niles and bore the inscription, "Michigan expects every man to do his duty." Joseph Ruff. 13th Michigan Infantry. I will send you a piece of the Star-Spangled Banner that was shot off by a shell the first day's fight. One of the boys stopped and picked it up in the hottest of it. He was right beside me. Warren Wilcox, 13th Michigan Infantry. 13th Michigan Infantry. These flags were with the regiment in its severest battles, baptized with fire at Perrysville and in blood at Stone River, glorified at Mission Ridge, and riddled at Chickamauga, where 3 color bearers fell, and over 50% of the regiment. John Robertson in the flags of Michigan. 13th, Michigan Infantry. Now, I am aware that thousands of people have but little thought about a flag, or that it is of any importance. Let such take the field and go forth to battle under a flag, and bear it through the storm of death, until half their number have fallen under its folds, and then they will be prepared to appreciate it. Colonel Willard Eaton, 13th Michigan Infantry, in a letter to his niece, October 28, 1863. 13th Michigan Infantry. It is flattering to us to see our banner thus covered with gilded names of memorable battles, but it brings to our minds the sad recollection that they have cost but little less than 600 lives. Colonel Willard Eaton, 13th Michigan Infantry, in a letter to his niece, October 28, 1863. 14th Michigan Infantry. 14th Michigan Infantry. On a scroll, it is written in gold letters, "We came to war not on opinions, but to suppress treason." John Robertson in The Flags of Michigan. 14th Michigan Infantry. 14th Michigan Infantry. Our flag is one we brought from Michigan and has been shot and torn till what remains will hardly hold together. Regiments that carry such flags, it is good evidence that they have seen hard service. Consequently, we came in for our full share of honors. Lieutenant Sylvanus Batchelder, 14th Michigan Infantry, writing from Washington, D.C., May 30, 1865. 14th Michigan Infantry. 15th Michigan Infantry. 15th Michigan Infantry. At Decatur, the 15th Michigan Infantry had a desperate engagement with General Hood's army, but fought with such gallantry that it captured the colors of 2 Confederate regiments. Record of service: Michigan Volunteers in the Civil War, 1861 to 1865. 15th Michigan Infantry. 15th Michigan Infantry. 16th Michigan Infantry. 16th Michigan Infantry. The trailing end of the flag of the 16th Michigan Infantry is a collection of rags and tatters. Some 5 color bearers have been killed while bearing it to the front of battle. Detroit Advertiser and Tribune, May 12, 1863. 16th Michigan Infantry. The colors, as if in pitying sympathy with their brave defenders, fell, shot from the staff, enveloping the fallen with their silken folds like a funeral pall. Captain Edward Hill, 16th Michigan Infantry. 16th Michigan Infantry. 17th Michigan Infantry. 17th Michigan Infantry. Here, a year and a half ago, under the same leader, we marched toward Fredericksburg, little thinking that so much time would elapse before we could add Richmond to our banners. Captain Deloe, Phillips. 17th, Michigan Infantry. 17th, Michigan Infantry. 17th, Michigan Infantry. 18th, Michigan Infantry. A detachment of the 18th, consisting of about 200 men, started from Decatur to reinforce the garrison at Athens, but were attacked by General Forrest, and after fighting 5 hours were surrendered, and the entire command was captured. Record of service of Michigan volunteers in the Civil War, 1861 to 1865. 18th, Michigan Infantry. 19th, Michigan Infantry. The people of this county will watch with interest the career of the 19th, which from what we have seen of both officers and men, we shall be disappointed if it is not a brilliant one. Bill Campbell, Editor, Cass County Republican, September 18, 1862. 19th, Michigan Infantry.